everyone, thanks for being here. Now today I'm going to talk about some products that I think are really underrated. They're those items that I absolutely love. I think they're really excellent products, and I never hear anybody talking about them either here on YouTube or anywhere else. And even in real life, if I talk to people I know, a lot of them have never heard of these items, or they just don't use them for whatever reason. And these are the things that I purchase over and over again. So I just wanted to come on here and just tell you about them and share the love. Now, the first thing that I've had, on and off over the years, I've had loads of these, I've lost count, but it's the Estée Lauder blushes, and they come in a refillable container like this. So when you've used it up, you can buy refills. Now, I actually have 3 of these. I like them that much. This one is in the shade Sensuous Rose. And if you saw my video where I did makeup for a night out, I was actually using this. It goes really well with a smoky eye because it's quite a neutral tone. If I just show you on my hand, it's a lovely neutral peachy nude shade, and it's a satin finish. So it feels so soft and almost creamy. You can really build it up to get the intensity that you want. Oh, sorry, I've got a line there from some eyeliner from earlier. But you see, it's just got a lovely amount of luminosity. You get a huge 7-gram size pan as well. And these are refillable. So when you've used it up, it just pops out and you can stick another one in there. And they're amazing. They're lovely. As I said, a satin finish. So if you don't like a matte blush, but you don't want anything too shiny and luminous either, they're fantastic. And I love this shade as well. This shade's called Pink Kiss, and it's quite a bright, vibrant pink, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I always get complimented when I wear this. Again, look at that lovely luminosity. So yeah, again, absolutely love it. And the third one I have is in a shade called Alluring Rose, and this is a more neutral pink. This colour is very similar to the Hourglass blush in Mood Exposure, if you know that one. Again, it's just very soft neutral tone, so you can really see it next to that more vibrant Pink Kiss. This is Alluring Rose, and we've got Sensual Rose there. And they're just amazing. They're so pigmented, and they're just fabulous. And because you get 7 whole grams, do you know how long it takes to use up 7 grams of blush? I mean, I've had them years and then they're still going strong. So I highly recommend Estée Lauder blushes if you are looking for a new powder blush. Really recommend that one. Now, I've got some eyeshadows next that I want to talk about. And the first ones are by Lancôme. So we're all aware of Lancome's just very plain, classic black packaging, aren't we? But the actual product inside is amazing. Now, the first palette I'm going to show you is called Denim Drama. And it's these lovely silvery blue colours. They're almost like greys, aren't they, these here? If you saw my video where I was talking about blue eyeshadow, I did mention this palette. If you want sort of soft wearable blues and nice navy ones here that you can use as liners, the quality of them is just outstanding. They're soft, they're creamy, they're buttery. They're everything we want our eyeshadows to be. And I do have 3 of these palettes as well. And the next one I'm going to show you is a more neutral toned palette. And it's called Fresher Rosé. And it's number 9. And the colours are like this. And again, just very soft, very neutral. You've got sort of 2 highlight shades at this end. That one's got a bit of a sheen to it there. You've got your deeper, darker shades here. Again, I'd say these are satin finishes. They're not matte. Look at that. You get a nice sheen from that. And then this shade here is the sort of the most shimmery. But they're just gorgeous. And then I didn't go into the deep dark shade here because I don't want to make a mess on my hand, because they really do last for such a long time. So that's number 9, Fresher Rosé. I did do French at school, but it was a long time ago now, so I'm a bit rusty. And the last one of these Lancôme palettes that I want to show you is in the shade Nude Sculptural, and it's number 16. And this one's beautiful. Look at these colours. If you like your warm browns, this one is just fantastic. And again, they're smooth, they're creamy, they stay on all day, they're just fantastic. And I think I'm going to do a video comparing this palette to my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk quad, because they do look different. When you just look at them like this in the pan, they look different. But when you put them on your eyes, I've noticed that they do look very similar. And I do have a clear preference. So I think I might film that and show you one day. But yeah, these Lancôme eyeshadow palettes I think are excellent, and I would highly recommend them. If you do use them, if you have tried them or you have any favourites, please do let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear it. Now, another little eyeshadow palette that I absolutely love, and I love it so much I've actually bought a backup because I never want to be without it, is from Clarins. Good old Clarins. And I think we all know Clarins as more of a skincare brand, don't we? Certainly historically, with their serums and cleansers and everything. But I think their makeup is really underrated. I love those Lip Perfector lip glosses that they do, and their lip oils are really nice as well. But these eyeshadow palettes are just incredible. Let me show you this one. This one is in the green colourway, and it's called Jade Gradation, and it's number 5. But look, if you like your green eyeshadows and your sort of teal tones, I mean, oh, they're just so soft. I'm not the best at doing swatches yet. I'm still quite new to this. But let me just show you. Oh, as best I can. But look at that. Look at that sheen that you get from them. And then there's this lovely sort of deeper, more bluey sort of, yeah, teal, I guess. That one's quite a sage green. That one's a light sort of inner corner highlight. And then you've got this more bluey one here that I like to use as more of a liner. Which one didn't I use? Did I use this one? Right, let's do this one now. Yeah, oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. That's a deep forest green. Oh, no, I did. Is that the same as that? Anyway, you get the idea. It's a beautiful palette. I absolutely love it. And if you do like green eyeshadows, I highly, highly recommend this one. Okay, now I'm going to move on to some more affordable products now. Just going to clean my hand. Because I think that Kiko Milano is a really highly underrated brand, and most towns and cities have a Kiko, don't they, in the UK and across Europe. And I'm going to start by talking about their eyeshadows. So the little single eyeshadows, these ones, beautiful packaging. They're all made in Italy. And look at this, they do a wide range of colours as well. So this is just a lovely sort of shimmery medium brown. Look how smoothly that went on. Again, a lovely sheen. It's not matte, it's not glittery. It's just got a lovely sheen to it. And the packaging for an affordable brand, look at that. It's magnetic, it's got Kiko there. You can see the colour through it. I just think that they are a lot better quality than they need to be for the price. These single eyeshadows, they're about £11, I think. And when you compare it to something like a Dior single eyeshadow, this one is £32. And when we look at the colour, I mean, I'm not saying they're the same. Let me just show you next to each other. I'm not saying they're the same because they're not, but the actual texture, that sort of sheeny, satiny texture on the eye it does feel the same. And I mean, as you can see, they're not the same. One's more of a warm brown, one's more of a neutral cool brown. But on the eye, you really can't tell the difference very much. And they've both got that same sheen, and they last just as well as each other on the eye. I look like I'm going to punch you, don't I? But no, I'm really, really impressed with these Kiko eyeshadows. So for £12, you can't go wrong, can you? So I thought that was really good. And again, they do such a wide range of colours as well. And I know that for this spring especially, this lilac-y purple colour is in, isn't it, at the moment? And I actually bought one of the new Chanel releases for spring 2025 in this beautiful, lovely lilac colour. What's this called? Mauve Sucré, it's called. It's number 250. And it's a satin. And again, not saying they're the same, but on the eye, you can get a very, very similar look. The textures of them are very similar. But obviously, I mean, they're not the same. I mean, the quality of the packaging, I know I've said that these Kiko eyeshadows are, that the packaging is really good quality, and it is, but it's not the same as a Chanel or a Dior. You know, in these, you get your mirror, you get your little useless applicator that nobody uses, but you know, anyway, you can't compare the packaging, but the product inside, if you just want to have that nice sort of lilac-y, lavendery look on your eyes for spring, I don't think you'd know if you were wearing the Chanel one or if you were wearing the Kiko one. Once it's on the eye, I don't think you could tell the difference. And another formula of eyeshadow by Kiko that I really love comes in packaging like this. And this is called a water eyeshadow. And in this packaging, you do actually get the mirror there. But look at this. Now, this is a baked gelée formula from Kiko. And it's just beautiful. It feels so creamy and soft. And the pigmentation, it's just out of this world. And that is a gorgeous sage green. Absolutely beautiful. Really, I really love that. Just as a one and done, you know, if you just want to get ready quickly. And I love my greens and lilacs in the springtime. I just think they're fantastic. So I'd highly recommend you go to a Kiko and just have a look at some of the shades and some of the colours that they do, because I think they're really, really underrated. And as I say, they're all made in Italy, as are a lot of the high-end well-known brands, aren't they? And who was it? Was it Nadine Baggett I heard talking about this? And she said there's only a handful of factories in the world that manufacture cosmetic products. So when you think about it, they all must be made in the same factories, mustn't they, across the world? Because there's only a handful of countries that manufacture makeup. So Italy, America, China, France, and the quality does vary between those countries. But when you think about it, there can only be a certain number of factories. So I'm not saying the ingredients are the same, because obviously the ingredients will differ, and the quality of the products will obviously differ as well, and definitely in terms of the packaging. But when you get them on your face, not that much different. And that lovely green water shadow that I just showed you from Kiko, once it's on your eye, it looks like, you know, this palette from Anastasia, the Nouveau palette. If you mix these two greens, this one and this one together, that Kiko water eyeshadow, it looks just like that. Top tip for you there. Now, I want to move on to their eyeliners, because I absolutely love Kiko's pencils, the eyeliners and the lip liners, the retractable ones. Absolutely outstanding, out of this world. They're the best. And again, I've got some comparisons for you now. So this Kiko pencil, it's a brown. This one is not actually a retractable one. This is just one of their normal ones that they do, that you do have to sharpen. This is in the shade 03. And if I just draw a line on my hand so that you can see the shade, if you've used the Urban Decay pencil, the what are these called? the 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. This one is in the shade Whiskey. As you can see, I've used this. It's been well loved. But then I discovered the Kiko one, and I don't know if I'm going to repurchase the Urban Decay one now. So the Urban Decay one, it is a bit darker, as you can see. The Kiko one is a bit lighter. But in terms of tone, they're both that lovely sort of bronzy brown tone. I just think it's great. And for the price as well, can't go wrong. And I've got two here that I think are really similar. I've got one of their retractable pencils in this lovely deep green colour from Kiko. This is in the shade 18. Now, if you like your foresty green eyeliners, which I do, look at that. It's gorgeous. And they last all day. These are not coming off until you take them off with makeup remover. But I like to compare this one to the Estée Lauder Double Wear pencil in the shade Emerald Vault. Now look at this. They're similar enough, aren't they? I mean, they're not the same. I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but on the eye, you cannot tell which one is Kiko and which one is Estée Lauder. I just think they're fantastic. So that's that. And you've heard me talk about the lip liners before, haven't you? These retractable lip liners from Kiko. I use the shade 504, and they do so many colours as well. This is just a nice rosy pink, which I really like. But yeah, they have a wide range of colours, so I would urge you to go in and just have a look and see if they've got any shades that you particularly like. But there we have it. That's all my Kiko stuff that I would recommend. And finally, I've got a powder, a pressed powder, and it's this one by No. 7. Now, No. 7 makeup as a whole, I think, is quite underrated. Their skincare, definitely. I love No. 7 skincare, especially the Future Renew line that's fairly new. But this powder in particular, it's very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Poreless powder. It's so soft and finely milled. You know, that really sort of finely milled texture. This is a translucent one, so you're not going to be able to see it because it just blends in with my skin. But it is just that lovely blurring, you know, it's good on pores. It just blurs everything out nicely on your face. And the packaging as well, you get your mirror in there. No. 7 changed the packaging a few years ago of their products, didn't they? This used to come in a silver, like a shiny silver package, a bit like the Charlotte Tilbury one. And then they replaced it with this white plastic packaging. They say because it's more sustainable, it's more recyclable now. So if that's the reason, then fair enough. So yeah, that's just a few things that I think are really good, excellent, high-performing products that I don't think get the attention that they deserve. So let me know what you think. Have you used any of these? Have you had any other items from Kiko or from No. 7 that you particularly enjoy using? Let me know. Okay, I hope you're having a lovely day so far, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.